Here's a highlight from a recent episode of the Uptime Podcast, brought to you by WeatherGuard Lightning Tech.
Yeah, well, so like the financing piece, let's talk about that a little bit. So like, one of these small islands, I assume that they'd probably be willing to pay such a huge price per kilowatt hour because they just don't have a ton of money in a local municipality to throw down a couple $100,000 for a longer term solution that's going to pay for itself over time. And I assume that's probably the case with some farms, right? Too. Lots of farms do well. Some really struggle, right? I think it's up and down depending on the area and the crop here in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
and the subsidies and the current administration, whichever one it is. So, I mean, how challenging is financing for some people that might be interested?
Yeah, financing is a challenge, and that's really for the distributed energy space in general. We are seeing the options, or I should say the mainstream financial markets slowly starting to move into the space. We've seen it particularly at the residential scale, but now we're seeing more and more interest at all levels, right? And from the mainstream players. While I'm not completely happy with the financing options that are on the table today, it's certainly a lot better than just say 5 years ago or even 2 or 3 years ago, where it was very challenging, right? Now there are state programs. You've got the conventional bank players that are starting to offer products to allow that. You've got different departments, Department of Agriculture and things like this that are not necessarily directly related, offering financing programs or signing off loan guarantees and all kinds of different programs that are making it a lot more accessible.